So before you actually watch this delicious noodle salad that I'm about to prepare, or that I did prepare a month ago, just to let you know, yes, we filmed it last month. We were in the middle of COVID still, and since then we've reopened, we've been feeding you, we've been very, very busy. So we're getting back on the train of getting these videos out to you. I hope you enjoy this one. There's been a lot going on, but don't worry, we're back. That is why today I'm going to show you the most refreshing, delicious salad with rice noodles and tons of herbs and chilies and fish sauce. And the best part is, you don't even really have to cook or turn on your stove. Here we go. Welcome back. I am super excited about this salad only because it is so easy to make. It is so good. It holds really well, like to the next day, and even gets better. And all this came from an inspiration from a cookbook called Kin, which I picked up during this lockdown. I've actually been to her restaurants, Kin and Pie in Toronto, when I was there, I guess last time, filming Wall of Chefs, which feels like forever ago.
Renee.
Yes, Douglas.
Did you ever tell anybody about your cookbook addiction, obsession?
No, but those that
You do have a problem though.
I do. I mean, I know I go through like spurts where I'll buy like a lot of cookbooks. Like I went last week and bought 3. And I just need to really just start reading them again, or sharing them with people. I was a little like skeptical, you know, because I made this for dinner the other night and I was like, it's so simple. Oh, maybe I should add this and maybe I should add this. And I was like, no, actually it's spot on. Last night we cooked a beautiful piece of flat iron steak on the barbecue, so I have that left over, which is great. So we're gonna thinly slice that. Most people use like a rice noodle, like a vermicelli, or like a thicker noodle for the salad, but we discovered that if we use bum bue noodles, which is more Vietnamese, which you'd get in the Vietnamese bum bue soup, are actually nicer. They hold up really well, they don't fall apart, they don't disintegrate, and I actually kind of like the shape, and they're super easy to prepare. I've mandolin, carrot, and cucumber in my fridge. I also had a piece of daikon, but you could do radish. You could do peppers in here. You could even do tomatoes in here, which would be really fun. I've got green onions, and then I've got cilantro, of course. In my garden this year, I actually have Vietnamese cilantro, which I am growing. I also have a big pot of mint, and I also have a bunch of Thai basil, which I absolutely love. So those are gonna go in. But the most important part of this salad, I think, isn't the ingredients, but it's the vinaigrette. That is the most important part, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. This one actually has 5 ingredients. That's it, 5 ingredients. So I'm using palm sugar, which is huge sort of like in Southeast Asian cooking. If you don't have palm sugar, you can use regular sugar, castor sugar. Most of these ingredients, actually all these ingredients, I picked up at Union Mart here in Dartmouth. Garlic, which all of us usually have. Chilies, Thai red chilies, which are great. Limes. And then I think the most important flavor here is the fish sauce. Most of us are familiar with this squid brand, which you can find in most grocery stores. It's a little bit lighter and less funky, I would say. This one, the Golden Boy, has been fermented longer, so it's a little bit darker, and like it is like knocks your socks off. So I would say maybe start with something a little bit lighter and then work your way up to something a little bit darker. That's
where your salt content is coming from, right?
Yes, I actually am not adding any salt to this. Because even when we got this the other day and I tasted it, I was like, woo! Yeah. But it has a beautiful, rich, sort of like umami. It's delicious. Palm sugar, I'm gonna use 1 whole piece. And I basically use like my microplanes, or you could use like a box grater to do this. And then I just grate it into my bowl. All right. Doug, you can tell how humid it is today because the palm sugar is actually a little bit, it's quite moist.
But I do love your hair. Like this hair that you got going on.
COVID hair. I don't even know if I call this COVID hair. I actually look like my sister today.
What's next?
All right, what's next? I'm gonna add my fish sauce. This makes enough vinaigrette for about like 4 to 6 servings. I'll use probably half of it and then the rest can go in the fridge for the next time. I'm gonna add my fish sauce. I'm gonna do about 6 tablespoons.
I would recommend measuring, but as you guys all know, Renee hates measuring. So because of the salt, you just wanna be careful.
You wanna be careful. So you wanna just mix it to dissolve the sugar. Oh, that fish sauce smells so good. just some garlic cloves. I'm gonna use the other side of my microplane, and I'm gonna just put that right in there. So about 4 garlic cloves. Whoop. All right, put that right in there. How spicy do we want this?
Well, you know I love a bit of spice, but I
like
do find those little bird's eye chilies can
Well, you are married to me, so
knock
yes.
those things can knock your socks off though if you're not careful.
All right, you do like spice. You are married to me. All right, Thai chilies in. I'm gonna wipe my hands. I actually did touch my eyes the other day when I did this. I'd love to find a lime someday that's not hard as a rock. I don't know if that's possible.
It's like winning the lottery when you find a
winning the
nice,
lottery.
soft, juicy lime these days.
Use my reamer. I get the juice in here. That's it. 5 ingredients. Palm sugar, garlic, chilies, lime juice, fish sauce.
What are you looking for though when you're tasting this?
A balance, like a beautiful balance, not too salty. You want the freshness of the lime, like it smells beautiful and fresh. So the sugar or the palm sugar sort of balances out the fish sauce. The lime juice brightens it all up, and then you just get the kick of the chili. We have the vinaigrette, we have the noodles, we have the mandolin vegetables. Now I'm going to add some onion. I'm gonna chop some onion up. All right, I'm gonna mix that in. I'm gonna add my vegetables to this as well. And I'm going to actually put in my vinaigrette now and mix it in while I do the rest of the things. All right, I'm gonna mix this up. Can you smell it over there already?
Oh my God, I'm dying over here. It smells so good.
All right, I do love this salad. You know what I love about like this salad the most? The noodles don't break down. Often I find that, especially with vermicelli, or even like the rice stick, I find that it always sort of breaks down. All right, I'm gonna add my herbs. I'm actually just gonna roughly chop cilantro. And then I'm going to roughly chop the tops because I like the big sort of leafy chunks of herbs, especially in a salad like this. And then I'm going to just finely chop my stems because there's lots of flavor in the actual stem. And then the best part is all the other beautiful, gorgeous herbs that we have growing in our garden. And if you don't have these, that's fine. But I would say cilantro and mint are key. But most Asian grocery stores, you can find the Thai basil. But I'd say at least the cilantro and the mint are key. The Vietnamese cilantro smells delicious too. And we actually grow this on the rooftop at work as well. So, I don't know if you can smell this, Doug. Can you smell all the herbs?
Oh my God, yeah. Very fragrant.
Very fragrant. And I'm actually gonna mix in a little bit of peanuts as well, and I'm gonna save some for the top. And these peanuts are fun, you love these.
Oh man, this is a good Union Mart find.
This is a good Union, they're peanuts and they're mixed with Szechuan peppercorns and chilies. And I remember the woman that works at Union Mart, when I bought it the first time, she's like, you eat these while drinking beer. And then I'm going to slice some steak, this beautiful flat iron from Getaway Farms. And always with steak, you have to remember what, Doug?
Well, you want to cut against the grain.
You have to want to cut against the grain because if you don't, you're going to get a tough piece of meat. For me personally, always cook our meat rare to medium rare. All I'm going to do now is mix it, I'm going to serve it, and we're going to eat it. Salad, noodle salad.
Man, I've had this earlier this week when we tried to test it out, I guess, and it was one of my favorite things I've eaten in months, honestly.
In months?
That may be an exaggeration, I don't know, but I don't care because it honestly feels that way. The noodles are so amazing. The flavors are incredible. It's perfect for the summer, and it seems pretty easy. Like I can't imagine making
No,
such a
it
complex
is.
dish in so few steps. It's awesome. I want everyone to try this because it's so good, and let us know how it works out for you. If you make any changes to the recipe, let us know, because there's certainly lots of ways that this can be done.
Of course, of course.
All right, friends.
All right, Doug, eat your salad.
Talk to you the next time.
Bye.